Yo, 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 welcome back to another episode of Player versus Team, aka PVT. And y'all see I'm back with my guy, DJ Micah B. How we doing, big dog?
It feels good to be back. I missed last week, right?
Yeah, well, we all did, but shit happens. But we back.
Wait, we all missed last week. Well,
Yeah, we all
goddamn.
did. Yeah, we all did. But we back. You know what I'm saying? We had some things to handle, things to, tighten up in the back, logistics to get right. But like I said, we back and we in full effect. So, like the doc says, or like the title says, we are officially in March Madness time. We got
best time of the year.
It's crazy, right? How fast we got here.
Yep.
We got a few games going on right now, kind of finishing up. UC San Diego at Michigan. UC San Diego has fought back. They were down a solid 12 to 13 points in the first half, and they have fought back to be down now only 3. So we're going to monitor that game while we are live. We also have St. John's going up against, I believe it's Texas Tech at the moment. No.
St. John's is going against Omaha.
Omaha, yes.
And St. John's is winning by 24 right now.
Yes, a very, very hefty amount.
Texas Tech versus UNCW.
Yes, Texas Tech versus UNCW. Now, before we get into the true meat and potatoes of this pod today, we did have some upsets today. March Madness is already starting off hot. So, if you did have your brackets, if you didn't make your brackets, if you're late to make your brackets, probably smart. But if you got your brackets already sold in and sold up, about 85% of them are probably already fucked up. Not even gonna lie to you, it is what it is. Just based off the games and upsets that we've already had today.
I think nobody had Clemson losing today. But
Miss Niece. That's a loss.
It's the luck of the draw, dog.
Very much so. Damn, that's a loss. Because, oh my goodness gracious.
Clemson was one of the bigger losses because, number one, they lost, but they lost to a team that's normally not regarded the best in their conference. Because for those of you that don't know, I did go to Lamar. LU. And Lamar has held that spot for quite some time. And for McNeese State, our rival, to draw that spot this year and then go in and beat Clemson. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. That is the last team I expect to be upsetted. But let me tell you, this is the beauty of March Madness. You don't have a second chance.
That's the best part. You see, that's the best part. So when people ask the difference, right, between respective sports, right? And you got the sports, as much as we love, our baseballs, our basketballs, our hockeys, there's nothing like a true one and done type of game. Which is why I think the NFL playoffs, March Madness, like those type of atmospheres, those type of environments, like you can't beat them because it's the energy is unmatched. It's not like, okay, well, we'll see them tomorrow. We'll see them the next 2 days.
No, you'll see them niggas next year.
We'll see them next year, maybe. Right? And that's the thing about it, because it's like you got one shot. There's no saving yourself for game 2. You got one shot, bro. What you got? Let's make it happen right here, right now. So I think that's the beautiful part about it. And when you get the upsets, when you get the Cinderella moments, it just don't get no better than that. So I see why just everything happens, the way it happens. And with the games turning out the way they're turning out, hey, we're in for
I love it. Here's what I'll say about college basketball. I don't care how anybody feels. The best team in college basketball doesn't always win.
True.
And that's what we love about college basketball. We love to see the team that didn't have a chance Cinderella run.
Yeah.
Of all these teams that were favored. That's the magic of March Madness. The NBA, the best team always wins.
Mm-hmm.
NHL, the best team always wins.
Yep.
Soccer, the best teams always wins.
Mm-hmm.
Football, NFL or NCAA, the best team doesn't always win.
Mm-hmm. Not always. Any given Sunday, or
I was better on. We played better than you on this day, and it sucks you chose to have the worst game of your career the day you played me.
mm-hmm.
And that's what I love about March Madness. You could be the 16th seed, catch on fire, and you can go all the way to Final Four. Getting to the Final Four is celebrated even more most of the time than winning the actual championship in college. It is. Because you get to the Final Four, you cut the net, you celebrate. It's like, hey, we beat everybody on the way here. One game elimination, and we survived this far. So if you can go back every year, we should do this one day, Moo. We should go back every year in college basketball and talk about the team that won and talk about the team that was the best team and where they fell off and lost.
I think we're gonna get a lot of Dukes, a lot of Kentuckys.
Oh, for sure, a lot of Kentuckys and Dukes.
A lot of Arizonas.
Maybe a lot of Kansas too.
I was gonna say possibly a lot of Kansas as well. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I think that would probably be a really good show because it would show the vulnerability and just show how in an instant, bro, games can change, dog. Like there's no game that's guaranteed, especially when you're talking about March Madness and when it's one game. Like there's no guarantee, bro. Like there's nothing that's gonna guarantee you a spot in the Sweet 16 or the Elite Eight. Like
right.
You got to show up. You got to play. You know what I mean? So
like the perfect example is a couple of years ago, Duke had Cam Reddish, RJ Barrett, Zion Williamson, and they lost. They lost.
This is true. This is true.
It is very rare that the number one overall seed even wins the championship. So I think we should do maybe sometime during the summer after the tournament's over, we should run a show like that and be like, look, this was the best team. This is the team that won. And compare it.
I'm not mad at that. Honestly, I think that'll be cause for a good show. Honestly, I think that'll be really cause for a really good show. Just looking at the bracket now. This is strictly the men's side. We'll get to the women's in just a second. But as we said earlier, Clemson is obviously was upset today. But we also have another upset. March Madness. The madness has started. And number 11, Drake University, upset number 6, Missouri. 67-57. This game wasn't close, fellas. This game was not close at all. So the next matchup would possibly, depending on how this game is going to end, is possibly going to be either Texas Tech or UNC Wilmington. But Drake University started off hot. DJ, how we feeling, bro?
Let me tell you something. I don't even know what state Drake is in. That's the crazy part. Let's just start there. I have no idea what state Drake is in. What I do know is they came out, they played hard. They surprised the shit out of me. I mean, it's 64 teams. I can't watch all 64 teams during the season. I think if you played this game 5 times, Drake wouldn't win. You know, like, I don't think Drake would win 3 out of 5, but I mean, They were the better team today. They made the best adjustments. They jumped out, took the lead, and never looked back. So, shout out to Drake. Not Drake the rapper either, but you know, Drake. What is it? Drake University, Drake College? I don't remember.
Yeah, Drake University. I mean, it's a private university, private 4-year university in Iowa, Des Moines, Iowa, which is crazy because I also went to school in Iowa, and had no idea Drake University was out there. So there you go. The more you know.
That's crazy.
But I was listening to this game. While I was watching it a little bit before I was on the way home. I'm not gonna lie, that's a scary team. The way they played, like if you watched it, they played fiery, they played fast. When they had the lead, they never let it go. They shot very, very well. I think that's the one thing that kind of set the difference maker. They shot very, very well, not just from three, but just from the field in general. And
that's that shit in March Madness.
Yeah, man, that's that March Madness shit, man. When you shoot well, when you defend well.
Most of the time, March Madness just depends on who comes out with energy.
Yeah, honestly, the highest amount of energy, right? Like, and it's just hard, bro. When you come out and you got a team that's going to shoot 50%, bro, from three, like that's hard to stop. You know what I mean? They shoot 50% from three. They're shooting 54% as a total from the field. You know, which is relatively low, but I mean, compared to Missouri having legitimately, like DJ Michael B said, you come out and you have your possibly worst possible game of the season. 25% from three, 33% from the field as a whole. Like that's just not 17 turnovers. Like that's just not good.
I don't want to highlight on what went wrong for that team. I kind of want to highlight Drake just because they came out and ran a blitzing zone.
Mm-hmm.
They ran this blitzing zone, and Missouri just wasn't ready for it. And that's one of the things that's different from back in the day basketball till now. This is not you can't have illegal defense no more, right? You can double team whoever you want, and this is not me complaining that zone should be illegal. This is just me saying they blitzed them, they caught them off guard, the guards had no counter, the coaching staff didn't see it coming, and they lost. Yeah, sure. I don't want you go Cougs. Yes, I know.
In the chat, yes, sir. But that's a very valid point. The defense was absolutely astounding, right? You come out and you, like DJ Michael B said, you got that blitzing zone. They, are trapping things. They're making players uncomfortable. They're pushing players in spots that they're know that they're not going to be able to get a good shot off of. They're taking away the space. Not to mention, they're getting their hands in the open passing lanes, right? It's talking about a team that had, 13, 14 steals tonight?
Yep.
Absolutely crazy. Like, when that happens, it's hard to win against that, right? Especially like DJ said, when you have a team that comes out high energy, right? And if you're going to have a team that's going to come out high energy and you're not able to match that energy, it's going to be a long night. It's going to be a long night. But as far as the games right now that are kind of finishing up, like we said, Michigan, UC San Diego. Michigan currently has a 10-point lead. St. John's in Omaha. St. John's is currently up 68-47. Texas A&M goes on tomorrow, so they'll probably end up playing Michigan. We got Ole Miss, North Carolina tomorrow on TNT. Iowa State and Lisco. I think I said that right. I'm not sure if I said that right, but I hope I said that right. Lipsco.
Well, don't nobody know how to say that besides that school.
Thank you. They got those. That's another game tomorrow. That's an early game, so we'll see. Maybe we'll see another upset. Marquette, sorry, not Marquette. Marquette, New Mexico. That's another game we got tomorrow, 4:25. Michigan State and Bryant. I felt like they just got bored with these school names at some point now. They just start naming them after random niggas on the street.
This dude.
Because you got Drake, you got Marquette, Lipscomb, and Bryant. Like these are names of niggas that you was talking to on the street one day and was like, you know what? You name a school after your ass.
Oh my God. I tell you what, for both number one teams that played today, they handled business. They did look like dominant number ones, and they looked like they deserved to be number ones, which was Houston and Auburn.
Yeah.
They looked like they deserved to be number one seeds. Now, as far as everybody else goes, the other two number one seeds play tomorrow. Let's see what's going down.
I guess we'll find out. Shoot, because we got Florida and
you got Florida and
Florida and Duke. Yep. My
Duke.
Oh, yep. So what
I would just like to say Duke for a number of years now have been susceptible to losing in the first round. I don't know what it is.
Oh, this is true. And it's Cooper playing. You gotta find that out. Make sure that we gotta see if Cooper playing. Because if he's not playing, it might just be a long night for them boys out there, man. Not saying that they cannot win without him. I'm just saying it might be a long night. All right. Now, on the other side of it, we got what everybody's come here for, the women's side. Now, I'm not saying that the men's
for the women's.
I'm not saying that the men don't have ballers this year because, as we said, Cooper Flag is on that side.
Nah, the women's side is better.
It is just better. Also, everybody, if you don't know, Andrei Stojakovic, okay, son of Peja Stojakovic,
balling.
The boy is going to be a problem, okay? I'm not saying he's going to be one of them ones in the league. All I'm saying is he's going to be a problem. That's all I'm going to tell you, okay? Now, tomorrow is when the official first round kicks off for all of the women. Now, as we see, we do got a lot of upsets that are happening on the men's side. Hopefully, we see some more tomorrow. I like bracket busters. I say fuck everybody bracket. I want to see upsets beginning to the end. I want everybody bracket to be fucked off by the end of March Madness.
This guy.
But out of these matchups, who do you think is primed to be upset? We're going to start with Austin and Notre Dame.
No. I don't see that. SFA is right here in Texas. I watched no. Just no.
All right. We got Fairfield and Kansas State.
I defer on that one, bro. I ain't watched neither one of them teams. It's one of the things where it's like, could it happen? Of course it could happen. You know what? Here's what I know about the women's side. Normally, on the women's side, the talent, it's so cut and dry.
Yeah.
Right? The bottom teams are bottom teams. And the top teams are top. Normally, the top 20 teams are evolving the game of basketball on the women's side. And the bottom 44 aren't. I'm sorry. I just think I'm riding with USC the whole way. Juju is a monster. Juju look like, and I don't want nobody to be like, man, nah, women can't play men. But Juju plays basketball like a man.
Hey,
and most of the time, the rest of these women look like they're good for the WNBA, but they don't even look like they can play one-on-one with a guy. But I'm rolling with USC. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's easier for a number one seed to win on a WNBA side than it is for a number 1 seed to win on the NCAA men's sides.
I can dig that. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Actually, I can dig that. I can dig that. I got 2 options here that I'm kind of rocking with.
Okay.
I got USC for sure, as we know. Juju, Kiki's over there as well. Not Kiki Rose, Kiki her boyfriend. Both of them over there balling. But of course, I gotta go with my dark horse here because a lot of people forgot who she was and acted like she didn't exist when Caitlin Clark came on the scene. And I don't like that because she was here first. And if she didn't get hurt, she would still be that girl. And
UConn.
Nobody will be talking about a one Caitlin Clark. It's just my opinion. But I like UConn and Paige.
Yeah, boy. That's my girl right there. See, I already knew where you was going.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man, I love Paige. I love that she elected to stay in college and keep playing.
Mm-hmm.
Paige is cold, bro.
She needed that year. Cold. She needed that year back, bro. Because she felt. I'm pretty sure she felt how I felt. Right, like she was on top of the world, receiving the real awards. Everybody was talking about her, and then she gets hurt, and everybody act like she falls off the face of the earth. You know what I mean? So
one of the craziest things about Paige is, and just UConn in general, people forget how good of a coach Gino Auriemma is, and that definitely matters in college basketball.
Definitely does. Big Gene don't play, man. He's like that.
I know a lot of people still talk about what's Pat Summitt, like she got playing with Parker and they won the NCAA championship and blah blah blah. Y'all do know Gino won in the past 20 years now. Gino won like 9 out of 20 of them things.
Yeah,
y'all stop bullshit.
Like that. Gino's like that. Like that. I do think that, however, we cannot write off LSU, of course. Cannot write off a Kim Mulkey team that has an Denise Morrow, that has a Flau'jae Johnson. Of course, we understand that. Cannot write off a Dawn Staley team. They still got Tina Pau over there. They still got Malaysia Fawali over there. So, of course, understand that they're balling. We understand who UCLA is. Kiki Rose, Lauren Bate. Like, we understand. We get it. Ballers everywhere around it, especially Notre Dame. They got Hannah over there.
Like I said, for the first 2 rounds, going from round of 64 to the round of 32 to the Sweet 16, I don't see a lot of upsets happening on the women's side. I think this thing is pretty more cut and dry nowadays. It's just like we're just more talented. And in NCAA women's basketball, when your team is legendary, I just think you stack more.
Yeah, I think that's true. But I think it's gonna be interesting. I definitely think it's gonna be interesting. We got some good matchups tomorrow, starting early. So if you are an early bird, definitely make sure that you get up and catch those games. They're gonna be on ESPN. A lot of the games from the men's side are going to be on TBS, TNT, NBS, things like that, things of that nature. Now, we're going to go ahead and flip the script on you guys. Some craziness that has been taking place, man. It's been a lot of wildness, bro. The WWE has been on one going into summer 2025, bro.
Well, yeah, I mean, they got to live up to the shit they had last year.
Yeah.
At WrestleMania. For those of you that don't know or you're not keeping up or you're just oblivious, WrestleMania is a month away.
It is. Yes, it is. It is a month away. WrestleMania is a month away. My 32nd birthday is a month away.
God damn, you young.
Yeah, I'm still young, but I have 67-year-old body parts because I still like to play the game of football. Unfortunately,
I mean, at least you don't have 67-year-old body parts just because of arthritis, like myself. I've had arthritis since I was 16, dog. So
unfortunately, well, you know, that's the reason why I had to get knee surgery, but that didn't really work out like that. But you know, shit. We live and we learn. And you know, we're kind of hard headed too, so
you gotta love the game.
Exactly. But damn. Where you want to start, bro? It's been so much crazy shit happening.
All right, let's start with I'm gonna say the John Cena shit for last.
Okay, we can do that. We can do that.
Let's start with Bianca, Naomi, and Jade Cargill. This story, okay. I think everybody figured out it was Naomi that attacked Jade. Yeah. Right? The flip side is we don't know if Bianca knew or not.
True.
We don't know if Bianca ordered the hit. We also don't know if Bianca and Naomi are just playing this shit. To both turn. There's a lot of things that can happen with this, right?
This is true.
But the one wrench that threw me for a loop to say Bianca had nothing to do with it was Io Sky taking the belt from Rhea Ripley. And that changed everything.
Everything.
Literally. I don't know what Hunter over there doing, but Hunter, you done changed the game for everybody because I thought we was on a crash course for a triple threat.
To me, that's what it seemed like. Shit, that's what I thought. I for surely thought like, oh yeah, no, we gonna get a triple threat for sure. But man, oh my goodness gracious, and then the events that happened on Raw Monday, it's like y'all really trying to give me a heart attack with this. Like that's what I feel like is going on, right? Like I don't understand what else. I think this WrestleMania is probably going to be one of the best that we've seen. Hopefully, with all the surprises, with all the, you know, the matches that we have and the matches that we're, you know, probably going to continue to get. This is probably going to be one of the best events that we've seen in a long while, especially if we're trying to top last year's. But when Rhea came out on Monday, I was like, oh shit, this can't possibly be good for anybody. And she took the contract and said, I signed it. So now what the fuck you bitch ass niggas gonna do?
I don't know, bro. I don't know what WWE has planned, but right about now, Triple H and Shawn Michaels cooking.
They are in there, everybody flambeing, bro. Okay, what they in there straight, Bobby flaying. They in there, Emerald Bam. Okay, like
I'm. You know what though? I'm a little bit worried that they're going to saturate it too much. Okay. And do the flambe like Will did and burn the house down.
Fresh Prince of BELAIR. I love that reference.
And they're gonna do too much. What else story? We still got Shinsuke and LA Knight with their feud. I think that feud will come to a rousing finale at WrestleMania, and of course, you know, we'll end this feud, and it's been a good feud because for the first time in a long time, SmackDown has become the inferior show.
Yeah,
SmackDown has been the best show probably for the last 8 years.
Yeah,
and Raw, they put a lot of the top talent on Raw. Because Raw is supposed to be the flagship show.
Yeah.
But I think the LA Knight Shinsuke feud finally comes to an end with LA Knight winning out, which I think either one of those guys can win and carry the title for at least 2-3 months. And eventually Logan Paul trash ass or Dominic Mysterio will come and challenge. Maybe even Jimmy. Jimmy would be a good matchup. So
I mean, he did say he was desperate, man.
Yeah.
He said he need that.
So maybe even Jimmy. Maybe they give Jimmy and Jay a fight where Jimmy's the champion and Jay isn't. I mean, Jay's the champion, Jimmy isn't, and they give him a fight, and Jay ultimately wins, and they go back to the tag team division because that's the way it seemed like it's heading at this point, where everybody thinks Jay is a single star. I have no problem with Jay being a single star, but you know, I also read a lot of blogs, and people cannot stand Jey Uso.
There's a lot of people who can't. And my boy, though, I fuck with my boy Jey Uso.
I fuck with Jay. I seen him in person, right in front of me.
You know what I mean? So, hey.
But let's, you know what? The Jey Uso story and this, those are bigger stories. Let's focus on some of the underlining stories, right? That could develop in a couple of weeks.
Okay.
Like Finn Balor leaving the Judgment Day.
That, I'm not gonna lie to you, that was kind of crazy.
I think that's gonna play a significant part at WrestleMania with Finn Balor. He's gonna leave the Judgment Day.
Yeah, I think so too. I don't, especially after what happened on Monday.
I also think one of the things they should play with is the Judgment Day women losing the tag titles, and Raquel Rodriguez turning on Liv Morgan.
I would actually like to see that a lot. I would like to see that a whole lot.
And they could have a big match at SummerSlam. Jacob will turn on, you know what? No. Solo will turn on Jacob. And Jacob will win against what's up on Jacob will win against Braun Strowman.
Oh, you're gonna put I like that. You're gonna put my boys against each other though? That's crazy.
I mean, they got a rivalry going. I think Jacob will eventually win the feud with Braun Strowman. That'll put him in the mid-card title. But I think one or two things that happen. He'll win and Solo turns on him, or he'll lose and then Solo could turn on him. Regardless, I think Solo or Jacob will turn on each other at WrestleMania.
Y'all can't be turning on each other. Y'all family are not supposed to be fighting, bro.
Man, nigga, these niggas don't give a damn out there. They don't give no fuck about family. Hey, we watched the Hell in a Cell where it was all cousins and CM Punk versus all cousins and Braun Strowman. Like, yeah, what you mean?
This is true. This is literally true. But
here's
Polys, you know that this is something that they do a lot.
And then of course, before we get to the main eventers, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and CM Punk.
You need that triple threat or what?
We need a triple threat, and I think it's just because none of those guys have to be in the main title picture anymore to matter in WWE. But it's a match everybody wants to see. But more importantly, it is a match where Paul Heyman is going to have to make the decision on who to help between Roman and CM Punk, the same way it was when he had to make the decision between Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns and pledge his allegiance. And if WWE writes it right and he helped CM Punk. Somewhere between now and WrestleMania next year, CM Punk should win the championship and have to fight Roman Reigns.
I think Roman's just back on a tear at this point. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I don't think he cares who's.
I don't think
in front of him. He just out for revenge.
I don't think Seth Rollins would really matter in a triple threat match between these three. He was just a wrench thrown in because, well, he fucking hates CM Punk. He hates him in the ring. He hates him WWE wise, and they do not like each other outside the ring, which makes their feud better. And that's a fact, Phil.
This is true. This is true. This is true. I think they need to do a triple threat, but I think they need to go. I think they need to go in like a different route with it, you know? Like I don't want like a regular triple threat. Like I want some real crazy shit. You feel me? We're getting back to that era where it's like, you know, they tinkering that line, bro. You know, back with the Attitude Era, you know what I'm saying? Or the Ruthless Aggression Era where I love it. They had that line where they was on it, but they never really crossed it. I feel like we're getting back to that.
When it's all said and done, this will be called either the Netflix era or the TVMA era.
Ooh.
I don't want to get to the John Cena thing, the John Cena and Cody Rhodes thing too quick.
Not just yet.
Let's talk about this Jey Uso and no, I don't even want to go that far yet. Let's revisit a moment that's been in the works for years upon years now.
Mm-hmm.
The Street Profits are new. They seem like they're on a crash course.
True. Okay.
They finally let
the
Street Profits win, bro.
Yep, they did.
Boys have been clamoring for this for a long time.
Yep.
And I, for one, know they deserved it. And I don't know. No, not even I don't know. I just know they're not going to lose for a long, long time.
Oh yeah, no, they got that. They got that sewed up for a while. With their momentum, right? With their draw, their mic work, the way they work the crowd, like, bro, they got it sewed up for a minute, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, they got heavy momentum right now, bro. Heavy momentum. Super heavy. And they're crowd favorites, bro. Motherfuckers love them.
Yeah, we've always we have always we've always loved the Street Profits, and they finally got their moment. Unfortunately for them, and I think this was done intentionally to keep them heel, was that we got our moment, but it wasn't on the grandest stage of them all. It wasn't on a PLE. We got it on a regular night on SmackDown.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And they can lean into that.
Yeah.
Let's talk about a little bit of
I hope they do, though. I'm not gonna lie to you. I really hope they do.
Yeah.
I hope they push the issue too. If not for WrestleMania, then definitely for SummerSlam at least. Or what's after? Yeah, there's a
you know, right now, there's only 1, 2, 3, 4. There's only 4 matches officially for really for WrestleMania.
Which night 1 or 2?
which is all because of Royal Rumble and then Elimination Chamber.
The Elimination Chamber, yeah. Are we talking about night 1 or 2?
Oh no, just overall. There's
overall?
only 1, 2, 3, 4. There's only 4 confirmed fights. The rest of the fights that we're talking about, it's just hopefully it happens in fan speculation. So let's talk about some of the fights that we already know is going to happen. But before we go there, I know you. I know you, and you know me. I know you love the John Cena promo from Friday. I know you did.
Oh man, I absolutely, positively, 100%. Every single second of it, bro. Like I sat here and I watched it. First of all, I rewinded key parts like at least 5 times because my boy was spitting. Okay, my boy was speaking. Let
me correct that. I apologize. Let me correct that on Monday, not Friday. Monday. I just realized. Yeah.
The man was speaking the highest of facts. Okay, the highest, the absolute most facts. All right, and the fact that I'm not even gonna lie to you, I was proud. I was proud of Belgium, bro. I was really proud of Belgium because they really drew into it and they really let my boy have it. And I'm like, he up here talking his shit though. Y'all was talking that shit. Don't get me wrong. You feel me? They was talking that shit, but my boy was up there cooking. You feel me? He wasn't wrong, but at the same time, that nigga Cody came out. Had to let that nigga know something like, hey, brother, I mean, you my boy. I've been looking up to you since I was a jit, bro. Like, I said,
talk about it.
You feel me? Like, you feel me? Like me and Pops, you know what I'm saying? Pops used to show me highlights of this young kid that he used to coach and he used to train and shit like that. And you know what I mean? We go back like 4 facts on the Cadillac, man. You know what I mean?
Y'all said that shit too?
Oh, yeah, you know it. Come on.
How the fuck did everybody grow up in the same way without social media is ridiculous.
You know, we all intertwined in some way. But it came out, it was like, brother, like, what happened to the dude that I looked up? Like, you on this weenie tour right now, right? Crying and shit. Like, where the real John Cena at, bro? Like, can I fight him? I ain't trying to fight this little weenie, bro. He said some other shit on YouTube.
The little whiny bitch.
He called that man a little whiny bitch. All right. But in PC terms, and it's crazy because, bro, I know, just like you know, when they pan to that little kid, bro, when they flashed at his face. That was the greatest moment, bro. I swear. I was like, oh, not the kid.
Fuck them kids. You understand me?
That was the definition right there. If you ever wanted to know the definition of fuck them kids, go back and watch that.
I think because John Cena was such a good guy for so long, people forgetting how good he was as Dr. Thugonomics as a heel. I was more worried about how they would sell him turning heel. I was like, how are they going to do this? Because there's no way he could be heel all of a sudden.
Mr.
Right?
Make-A-Wish, man. That's crazy, right?
But I don't know if John Cena wrote the promo. I don't know if WWE writers wrote the promo. But my God.
My goodness.
That is how you flip everything on the crowd.
Literally. Literally. It was beautiful work.
At one point, you ain't know whether you wanted to boo me or cheer for me.
Mm-hmm.
Then when I did enough, you said it wasn't enough. Mm-hmm. Then when I did enough and put people over, you said it wasn't enough. Every time you see me out in public, I ain't good enough. Because now you want autographs. When you see me, you want. All you do is want. And I was listening to the promo. I was like, this nigga, if this ain't the definition between a thin line,
bro, a thin
between
line,
love and hate,
brother,
I don't know what is.
Oh my goodness.
Because the promo did a complete 180, and I was like, yo. I was worried the whole time. I was like, how are they going to make sense out of this? I don't want it to be lying with the Rock because I wanted to sell my soul and win more championships.
Yeah.
So the whole day on Monday, I was scared. I was like, it better not be some basic shit.
Yeah.
I watched the promo and I was like, this is fucking genius.
This is genius, bro.
This is genius.
It was amazing work. Pure
And
amazing work.
I'm listening to the promo and I'm like, I have no rebuttal to this. I have no rebuttal to this.
I have nothing to say.
This nigga came with receipts on why he's a villain right now.
With bro, he had the receipts laid out, laminated. You feel me? Like, and just plastered right here, all on the poster board, like this right here, this right here, this right here. Exhibit A, B, C, D, all the way down to Z. And then I came with an extra letter for you niggas.
Oh my God. Beautiful.
It was absolutely beautiful work. Like the way that and I was worried about the same thing, right? I was like, okay, so how are they going to flip this, right? Because we're talking about John Cena here. We're talking about Mr. Make-A-Wish, okay? Like,
hustle, loyalty, respect.
Like, this is probably one of, if not the biggest, not just wrestlers, but biggest stars in the world. You know what I mean? Like,
and he aligned himself with The Rock, another one of the biggest stars in the world.
With The Rock, another one of the biggest stars in the world, and they're taking the evil route.
I loved it.
For him to come out, and I thought the same thing. I was like, bro, I hope it's not some basic shit. I hope they really dive into this, because they like, if you really understand the path that John Cena took, him taking this type of dramatic turn can literally be the greatest thing that we've ever seen. So for him to come out there and for them to come out there and spin that and like, nah, it's not even about a 17 championship. It ain't even about aligning with The Rock. It ain't even about coming in here and trying to cement a legacy. It's about us, y'all, bro. It's about fuck y'all, bro. Because every single day I done came out here and I done gave to you niggas and I done gave to you niggas and I done sacrificed my life. I done sacrificed my motherfucking body. I done sacrificed my mental. And all you motherfuckers do is take and take and take and take and
bruh,
take.
Beautifully written.
Beautifully, bro. I was like, oh shit.
Bro, I saw it and I was just like, I missed Raw, and I was like, the next day I was like, well, obviously a lot of us miss Raw because they're overseas right now.
Yeah, they're overseas and the show came out.
By the way, like you said earlier, shout out to, was it Belgium?
Yep.
Fire ass crowd on Monday.
Fire crowd, bro.
These dudes was crowd, bro. Doug, John Cena got the "you suck" Kurt Angle treatment.
Come on, bro.
And let me tell you what was, I don't know who wrote this, but let me tell you what was even more genius. Everybody expected for him to come out in new gear, and he came out in the same shit.
Same shit, bro.
He came out with the never give up. You can't. The last time is now. He came out with the same shit that he's been coming. Oh my God! Listen,
talent, everything.
This heel turn so far has been so perfectly executed. This might be the great. I know Hulk Hogan to the NWO. Everybody argues that, but let me tell y'all, the fact that John Cena turned heel and we didn't expect it. I mean, I'm not gonna say we didn't expect it because we heard. I mean, he's been building up for months. Somebody asked like, would it be crazy if The Rock and John Cena turn heel? He goes, the opportunity had to present itself and this and that. So I kind of saw it coming. I just didn't know when it was gonna happen, and it happened so randomly. Leading into the promo now. Like I said, I feel like we were all shocked when Hogan turned heel and sided with the NWO. Right? I just feel, though, that John Cena's promo after turning heel makes his probably the #1 heel turn of all time.
It has to be, bro.
The promo after turning heel and flipping it on fans and not doing anything crazy and just like, this is why I turned heel, is because all these wins, all this, all that, it was never enough for you. All you want to do was I was like, the fact that he flipped it into a crazy atmosphere where nobody was going with why he did it, best heel turn of all time.
It has to be, bro, because it's different than the Hulk Hogan heel turn. Because when Hulk Hogan turned heel, it was more about taking out people's favorites because he and all of the legends wanted to still be remembered and revered as the favorite. It's the New World Order, right? We're still, even though this is the new world, even though we're surrounded by the young guys, this is still our shit. So we're gonna take y'all word and y'all world, but we're still gonna take it and we're still gonna make it our shit.
Nigga, we still here.
You feel me? Like, we're still here, we're still thriving, right? But this is different because it's not a play on a character v character, right? It's not a beef to where, oh well, John Cena is now beefing with Cody because of this, or he's beefing with Jay. No, it's he's beefing with the crowd, nigga. Like,
bruh, this dude flipped it to where he's beefing. Hey, I attacked Cody Rhodes because of you,
because of y'all,
because of all of y'all, and it's just like, it's beautiful. Brilliant writing. It is
beautiful work, bro. That's beautiful. That is beautiful work, bro.
And for the people out there, it's like, y'all grown men talking about wrestling and this and that. Let me tell you, y'all women and men out there, y'all are grown women and men talking about soap operas. Same shit. Don't want to hear it.
There are women, there are men, there are kids, bro. I see people of all ages, bro, attending wrestling events. I was watching First Take with Bianca Belair, and she was talking about how she didn't even fucking watch wrestling, dog. Like, she didn't even watch wrestling, and she's a whole ass superstar now. The reason why she's even into wrestling because I think it was her brother or somebody was like, just come to an event with me. Or not even
Mark,
her brother. No,
Mark Henry's the one that found it too.
Yeah, Mark Henry's the one who discovered her. Mark Henry was like, yeah, I think you would be dope. I think you would be a great wrestler. She was just like, just come to an event. And she came to an event and she fucking loved it. It's about the experience, right? And like, I know a lot of people try to shit on other people's experience and try to shit on other people's hobbies, but at the end of the day, bro, like, you like what you like, you love what you love, and can't nobody take that away from you. And like, we can sit up here and we you know, like you said, we can talk about how motherfuckers and talk about soap operas or reality television when it's not even reality. Like,
facts.
We can go into all of that, but at the end of the day, what people can't deny is that wrestling is quite literally one of the biggest things in the world. It's one of the biggest forms of entertainment in the world.
I also want to remind people that hate on wrestling and things like that, okay? These guys are not using CGI or anything. If they jump off a 20-story building to do a fucking elbow drop in the ring, they jump from 20 stories.
It's them. It's not a stunt double.
There is no stunt doubles. None of that. Black people love Jeff Hardy.
Yep.
Because we knew Jeff Hardy was like that. But that's neither here nor there. I know everybody wanted to hear about the Cody John Cena. I think Cody will eventually win the match at WrestleMania. Yeah, I think Cody won the match. I really wish he wouldn't, but I think somewhere down the line, after WrestleMania, maybe at SummerSlam they'll have John Cena win, and I would want to say Randy Orton retires him because him and Randy are tied with Ric Flair to have the most title reigns ever.
Yep.
That's a possibility, but at some point this year, I do expect John Cena to break the record because Triple H had it to where Gunther broke the record and the Usos broke the record and Roman Reigns broke the record, and rightfully so, because we're at the point now where it's like the 30s and 40s don't matter anymore.
Yeah.
To most people. Most people don't know who Bruno Sammartino is. True. Nigga, I don't know who Bruno Sammartino is. Yeah. I can't see no matches. I know who Ric Flair is, so it makes sense. But after Ric Flair now, who's going to be the next. And it
Mhm.
should be either John Cena or Randy. And if you give it to both of them and make them tie, that's fine with most wrestling fans, right?
Most of them.
Okay. I just feel like at the end of the day, is it more impressive to have the most title reigns, or is it more impressive to hold the longest?
That's a fair question.
But that's a different question for another day. Let's talk about something that a lot of these people ain't been talking about. Charlotte Flair coming back and challenging Tiffany Stratton after she won the Royal Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how you feel about it, but somebody like myself, I'm tired of Charlotte Flair. if she's not, no, bro, like I just feel like if she's not in the championship picture, she doesn't matter. That's why she wrestles and has to take months off after wrestling and then come back, and WWE writes her back in as a strong woman who's the keeper of the WWE championships. Like, hey, I'm gonna fuck you up. And it's just like, bro, why you gotta come back and fight for the WWE Women's Championship again? Why?
It's that namesake, bro. That name carries weight. As unfortunate as it is, as much as it sucks, that name carries weight.
Jeremy told me the other day, he was like, you know what? Here's what it is about Charlotte Flair. As much as people don't like her, let's just say we got 100 fans. 50 people love her.
Mm-hmm.
And 50 people hate her.
I call it the just enough effect.
I'm fine with it, but it's like, bro, we got mid-card titles now for the women.
Mm-hmm.
Go make one of these mid-card titles relevant.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's why I call it the just enough effect, bro. With just enough supporters in order for her not to go completely dormant.
She should have lost in the WWE Royal Rumble.
Almost.
And went after the mid-card title.
Definitely. Most definitely.
I would hope, man. I would hope that Tiffany Stratton wins this match. If you want to make Tiffany Stratton a legit contender, a legit championship, she has to beat Charlotte Flair.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you don't have it beat Charlotte Flair, we're going through the same shit.
Yes, we are.
Women have been going through for years.
Yes, we are.
Now we go back to the same 5 women who have been champions over and over again.
Mm-hmm. We need some new shit. We got to flip it up. We got to change it up. You know what I mean, we need some new shit. We gotta have some flavor in there. You know what I mean? Tiffany, we gotta get her done. I want to elaborate on that John Cena point though, because
what's up?
I really hope that they, like I keep saying, this is literally is and can be one of the greatest heel runs that we've ever seen. So if he goes in and they go in and they have him lose WrestleMania and have him snap even more, and then the crowd draws into it, and I promise you, this is going to be the best thing that we've ever seen. And when you tie Randy Orton into it, oh brother, I'm telling you, I'm excited. Like I'm literally, my heart is literally beating right now. But
I would love for them to tie Randy Orton into it. I love Randy Orton.
But yes, that's another time for another story for another day.
You know what's crazy? They said you either live long enough to see a hero turn to a villain,
mm-hmm.
or you either be a villain long enough to see yourself turn into a hero.
Mm-hmm.
The most amazing thing about this is these two niggas just flipped.
Yeah,
like
basically,
Randy Orton is a babyface and John Cena is a heel. They literally flipped.
Yeah.
Oh man,
I love it. I absolutely love it. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I absolutely love it. Now, Before we get on out of here, because it is late, I only got one question.
What's up?
WrestleMania, 2 nights. April 19th, April 20th.
Yep.
Where will you be?
Come on, bro. You already know where I'm gonna be. Stop playing with me. You know exactly where I'm gonna be. Stop playing with me. Take a guess where I'm gonna be. Just take a guess.
If I know my gentleman just right, figure you and Mr. GQ.
There you go. Yep. Let me tell you how crazy WrestleMania is this week, this year, right? I'll be there Saturday night for WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And then I'll wake up in the morning, grab my girlfriend, my mom, whoever else, and drive back by Mrs. GQ on Sunday, because guess what Sunday is? Mrs. GQ's Easter party that he has every year, and then WrestleMania that night. So I'll be DJing that afternoon, and then around 7, 8 o'clock, be watching WrestleMania. You see how that works? Looks beautiful. Beautiful. And then I took Monday off. Stop playing with me.
Oh, yeah. That's going to be a beautiful weekend.
Stop playing with me.
Weekend. I'm so excited. I love this. I absolutely love this. I absolutely love this. Now,
me and Mrs. GQ have been discussing doing a live on location for Eastern WrestleMania. So we'll see how that goes.
Okay. Keep me posted.
I like that. I mean, brother, it's a month away. You can get on a plane. Never mind.
Don't tempt me, my brother. Don't tempt me. I do, unfortunately. See, look, I did have a trip planned out for around my birthday time. Supposed to go to Detroit and see some family, but I got a football game literally the day of my birthday. So that
are you Aries?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, you and my brother are Aries. My brother's April 19th. I remember.
But yeah, I got a game on my birthday. So that kind of complicates things. But I'm gonna still try to work some things out. Might have to make it like an early June trip or something, like a late May trip, but we'll see. But as y'all know, it's time for these final thoughts. Go ahead, DJ Michael B, kick us off, man.
Final thoughts. Let me see. Final thoughts. WrestleMania is next month. And I think Io Sky should be Bianca Belair and walk out as the champion.
I like that. I like that a lot. I like Io. I'm not even gonna hold you. She's really making a fan out of me. But as we know, I'm a big Bianca Belair fan. As you guys know, tomorrow, Inside the Huddle, me, your boy Mel.
Best damn football show on the internet, period, by the way.
What he said, you heard the man. Don't gotta repeat it. But if he wants to, he fucking can, just because he's him. Make sure y'all tune in 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Western Time. It's gonna be 10 o'clock Eastern Time. So if you're up right before you go outside and get your rush activities on, pop us on. You know what I'm saying? While you're getting ready and stuff like that, man.
Rush activities. I'm done.
And we're gonna give you some nice little football updates, some sports updates, because it's still football season. Unfortunately, the NFL don't know when to sleep, and we are coming up on football season. So you guys not gonna want to miss this. And the draft is next month, so we got a lot of football to still talk. Make sure you guys tune in to the rest of the shows throughout the rest of the week. Basket on Monday, Gentlemen's Talk on Wednesday. Who had a fire ass show? If you didn't miss it, or if you didn't catch it, make sure you guys go back and watch that show. If you are in the Houston, Texas area, Baytown, Beaumont, all of that area down there, y'all know what I'm talking about. Pull up on Sunday, pull up to all the events. Make sure y'all go tap in with the show from last night. Catch all the events.
I will be in the mix.
My boy DJ Michael B will be in the mix both
in a while,
physically and literally. Okay, so make sure you guys tap in with all my boys down there in Texas, in the Houston area, in the Southern Houston area. You guys already know what it is. We're going to catch you guys next week, and I'm going to catch you guys tomorrow.
Girl, you rockin' like